0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Austin. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Here's Stafford. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws in a double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
After the interception, it's Locke. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. He finds Austin complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gerald McCoy. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now A shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Now Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones, 79 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Back to the air, Luck on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 48 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
It's hard enough playing defense on any play. But when a player is able to keep a play alive with his feet, get outside of the pocket, and change all the angles of the receivers, that's more than difficult. Usually a big play results for the offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. Looking deep for Julio.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Sanders.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, Luck.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Austin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So 2 quarters. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, it's Locke.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Locke throwing again. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that.
The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers have it.
So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yards.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Christian McCaffrey.
Fake it. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They'll run on first down. It's Austin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Austin. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now a first down throw. Stafford.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On first down, Stafford here.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but you got to give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his size. I mean, tight ends going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown from 8 yards out. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Stafford.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.